G'day guys and welcome back to Jeans_gaming for another Dokkan battle video. So for today's video, we actually found this out from the data download earlier today. JP obviously got the update for pretty much what we're calling Dokkan 2. And in that data download, we saw that it was two Super EZAs. So we got the AGL Vegito here and then also the INT BUUHAN. So the first two EZAs/Super EZAs have been announced for the anniversary. These are going to be dropping in 10 days from now. Worth noting that that will be just after the anniversary starts. So very handy for us to get a couple extra stones there. And yeah, Dokkan, like the global Twitter page, actually tweeted them out. So we're going to be having a look at those details. We've also got stats from Halvard, who always does those. So if you're interested in stats, go check out their Twitter. But we'll start off with Super Vegito here. So yeah, let's jump on into it. So for the lead, we've got 4 key and 100% AGL. You're obviously never going to use that. Passive, we've got the new system of passive here, which is very broken down. It's not a long paragraph that we have to read anymore, so that's great. So yeah, let's jump into it. For the start of turn, we've got 2 key and 200% attack and defense. And then damage reduction of 40%. So that's different because it used to just be damage reduction against normal. So good to have some extra damage reduction there for if, I don't know, if you were unfortunately to take a super. Then for the normals, we've got that extra 40% damage reduction. That means that he's not going to be taking damage from normals, I wouldn't have thought. So that's still good. Get 150% attack and defense when performing a super. For each attack received, you get 25% defense up to 100%, and you get the same with crit up to 60%. So what's that? So that gets to 200, 350, you can get up to 450% there. When HP is 50% less, he has guard, which would be really, really effective when you combine that with the damage reduction. Foresees enemy supers for 2 turns. So he's actually also a support. So like when you're going up against a superclass enemy, you get 50% attack and defense, and you provide everyone 2 key and 20% defense. So just thinking of this guy as a floating support potentially could be pretty fire. And then extreme class enemy, you've got 100% attack and defense. Allies get 3 key, 30% defense. So that's like, I think he's going to be a hard one to quantify. For our teams here, we've got quite a few, a decent number. We've got Busaga, Patara, Super Saiyans, Final Trump Card, Battle of Wits, Accelerated Battle, and Fused Fighters. Links, just standard Vegito type of links here. And then for our super attack, we'll just attack, raises allies attack for 1 turn. So that's a bit of a nothing. Like looking at these stats, I don't really think that this guy is going to be any type of slot 1 unit. But we'll jump over to Halvard, see what stats we've got. So start of turn defense, 172k is not going to cut it even with that damage reduction. Fully built up post super, we can get to 604k. I should mention that first turn post super, we're going to be at 432k. Versus superclass enemy, we can get to 705k, and that is obviously a super attack's going to fry this guy, which is tough. But you do have the scouter, but then versus extreme class, you can get up to 806k, and then with 40% support, you can get pretty much up to 900k there. So yeah, I think the general gist from this guy is you're going to be utilising him in a slot 2 or 3, where you're hoping there's not going to be a super, because even if with everything here, you can see 890k, 40% damage reduction is not going to really cut that. He's going to get fried. So yeah, anyway, that's that. And then just for reference, links active, we got Super Saiyan, Power Bestowed by God, Fuse Fighter, Prepare for Battle, and Fierce Battle. That's the stats we get there. Link partner, it says 10th anniversary LR Vegito. I assume they're just using the STR Vegito link set, and like, yeah, guessing that that's going to be the same there. So that is AGL Vegito. Now let's jump into BUUHAN here. So for BUUHAN, we've got the INT 4 key and then 100% stats. The link sets the money here, like margin, big bad bosses, metamorphosis, shocking speed, Kamehameha, wall standing tall, and fierce battle. Like that's a great Boo link set. And then for his passive, so we've got attack and defense 200%, which is an additional super attack. Changes keys, so we've got tech to rainbow. Awesome. That is an awesome start. We love our rainbow orb changes. It gives you purpose just to sit on literally any team. And then recovers 15% HP at the end of turn. Nice. So we get 200% stats when attacking. Oh, we're double orb changes. So randomly changes a key sphere other than tech to int as well. So the double orb changing always fire. Oh, he's a nuker. So for every key sphere obtained, we get 40% attack, 30% defense, and recover 12,000 HP. So if you're able to get 10 key spheres, you're getting an extra 300% defense, 400% attack. Sheesh. For every rainbow key sphere obtained, you get crit up 33% and damage reduction up 22%. So with 3 rainbow key spheres, you can get this guy to 66% damage reduction. Dang. Combine that with the nuking aspect. If you're getting a lot of key spheres and 3 rainbows, dang, he's going to go crazy defensively. So super class enemy, you get 100%. So that's just flipped from Vegito. So you get 100% attack and defense. Then allies get 3 key, 30% attack. Then extreme class enemy, you get the 50% attack and defense. All allies get 2 key and 20% attack. Dang, BUUHAN is looking really good. As I said, we went through the links before. Teams, we've got, plenty to work with here. Uncontrollable power, demonic power, Boo Saga, transformation boost. Plenty of good stuff there. Super attack effect is just greatly lowers attack defense, so nothing too crazy on that front. It would have been sick if he had some type of defensive raise there, because remember he does get the additional super attack, but we'll just work around that with keys here. So let's have a look at Halvard's stats here. So without support, first turn, like that's sort of hard to quantify because that doesn't have any type of key sphere measurement. But if we're going in with 8 key spheres, that's pretty much a 1.25, pretty much, anyway. He's got 1.26 million defense, and that could potentially be with a 66% damage reduction, which is pretty nutty. When you're going up against an extreme class enemy, it jumps up to 1.38, which I'm assuming was with 8 key spheres again. Versing a super class enemy, that climbs to pretty much 1.5 million, which again is crazy if you've got that 66% damage reduction fired up. With the domain, it jumps even higher to 1.95 pretty much, and that domain is going to be really, really plausible because this guy is on power absorption with the tech BUUHAN, so that will cook. And then with 40% support, you jump up to almost 2.1 million. 2.1 million, and you can have 66% damage reduction. Like, that is going to be very, very nutty. Redstone potentially for this guy. If you don't have him, and especially if you've got Tech BUUHAN, that could be a really solid choice here. So, for reference, again, it's links with margin, big bad bosses, metamorphosis, shocking speed, wall standing tall, and fierce battle. And those are from the Tech BUUHAN when you are in his domain. So, looking at it, I think that Tech BUUHAN is going to be INT BUUHAN is going to be much better than the AGL Vegito. I think Vegito, I don't know, I'm sure he's going to be very viable. We can throw him on a team as even just a floating support, but I think I'd rather someone that supports end orb changes with BUUHAN here. His nuking capabilities, like if you can get him that 66% damage reduction, I'll be very interested to see sort of how he does tank against someone like the Goku and Frieza. But either way, we have our first 2 anniversary units really ticked off here. The map, floor plan, whatever you want to call it, is starting to be filled. So let me know your thoughts on the 2 units down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to keep up with the content, and hopefully I'll catch you all on the next video.